the middle of July. We haven't made a video for several months. I'm sure you all can realize. There's been a special reason for that, and we'll get to that later. Last time I was here, it was February. There was feet of snow on the ground. Not anymore. Summer season in Maine, and nothing I told you would happen, happened.
Rainy days don't seem so wet. Stormy nights don't stay. From the moment that we met, you were worth the wait.
You could say we learned a lot doing this. One thing, and a huge shout out that I have to mention, is a big thank you for all the help from Justin Melcher with Two Pines Construction. If we hadn't met Justin, I don't really see us being even at the state that we're at right now, especially not. The design, the layout, all the curveballs that happened, we very quickly learned over the past couple months that rebuilding a home is not linear. Sometimes it's zigzag, sometimes it goes in circles, sometimes it's a rat maze. And then you'll think you got a grip on it, and then it'll just bucket you real hard, whether it's at your wallet, design scheme, products that you order, things being back ordered or delayed, things showing up on time and being totally the wrong color. There's lots of curveballs to it. Big shout out to Justin and his team for also helping us, being from over 500 miles away, getting us networked with vendors and resources in the area that were not only cost efficient and mindful of our needs, but really talented work. We're very excited for our launch date, hopefully this August. One thing we struggled with greatly when finalizing the design for the exterior of the house was what's really the front. So we ended up installing a door right where that gentleman is standing right there. It's gonna be the front door. We're gonna put cedar along the front of the house and then do siding to match the same color and vertical siding as you see here. This is just a side entry. And we took what used to be the original front door entryway. And if you recall, it was up a little higher. We lowered it to make for a little headroom because on the other side, the door was nearly touching the ceiling. Really makes for a perfect grand entry. If you recall, there was a landing here. We had that removed. Like I mentioned, door was lowered, so there's headroom. And everything fits nice and flush. Floors are in. We settled with the high traffic sorta, I think LPV, maybe LVP. We've been saying it wrong to each other a bunch of times through this whole design, so we just kind of naturally know what we mean. In previous episodes, after we moved the stairs, we talked about doing some sort of interesting something here, utilizing the wall space, whether hanging a TV or, I don't know, maybe doing like a little faux fireplace. We ended up landing on doing a built-in bar space. Countertops were custom made by our friends at Sandtown out of Baltimore. Those go in, I think, next week. We're hoping to have some extra shelving added here and then above, and then we're gonna do a little accent color of blue on the back wall. So I mentioned our friends at Sandtown designed the countertop to go above the counter space and cabinetry, and we're gonna do built-in shelves there. They also helped us design a beautiful L-shaped bar top to go here, and we're gonna put some shelves here. Lighting done by our in-house electrician. It's gonna be, the idea was you could kind of swivel around and look at the television mounted right behind you, or talk to whoever's working in the kitchen. Kind of like an overall community, like workspace, hangout, fun time for those who are more homebody and they don't want to go out that night. Welcome to our house. We had someone come in and custom build this beautiful, organizational space, I guess. We're looking at hanging some hooks here. We have some cubbies down here for some baskets to store things like shoes, stuff for dogs, for dog people, if you haven't noticed. Just odds and ends and things like that to keep this area organized. It's not the largest space, but we're pretty happy with what we got away with here. We had a huge debate. We weren't sure if we were gonna just paint this white, stain it, and then varnish it, or just varnish it as is. I think we voted on the more natural tone of wood, and we're gonna just seal her off and leave her nude and beautiful. Layout is completely different. Welcome to the kitchen. If you can recall, this was a garage. Originally, on the first floor plan that we had designed with our architect, we were gonna have the kitchen along the back wall in our now living room space. After trying to figure out how we were gonna lay out cabinetry and countertop space, it was turning out to look more like a 400 square foot New York City apartment sort of kitchen. And that's not really what we want with this single family standalone home. So we had to find some square footage that we could use, and we did. We did sacrifice the garage, something that we're totally fine with doing, because down the road we do want to eventually add a standalone sort of makeshift barn garage door sort of situation off to the side of the house. So with that always being something that we wanted to do anyway, we were totally fine taking this space over for our kitchen. We went with kind of a custom cabinet situation. Very bright and neutral, as you can tell in here. We love the accents from our electrician. He did beautiful underlighting and overlighting for the cabinetry. We're expecting our appliances to be installed very shortly, if not early this week. Very excited to get the countertops installed. That's probably gonna happen around later next week. Guys, the famous words of Robin Williams, no more banana leaves. Here is our gorgeous shower that I fought very hard for to keep this from being a half bath down here. Yes, I'm on the first level. New windows. Guys have been working super hard here, nonstop. Painting is underway. This is our smaller room, the third bedroom. Oh. Definitely won't be here for long, I don't think. Didn't have that in the plan, being there. I told you there was a slider. No deck yet, so don't walk outside. Secondary bedroom. I've talked a lot about this room in the past. I'm still so sad that we weren't able to figure out doing like a literal closet in here. So Beth and I got kind of crafty and creative with alternate ways of storing and places for people to hang things, and you'll probably see that to come later. Stuff more to tie in with the end design. This room, you can't see from these walls that are behind me. These walls are still primed, but we're very excited to do something fun on the walls in this V formation. Kind of like the highlight of the room when you first walk in, you just look straight to this corner. So you're gonna see some really beautiful green on here. We are gonna hang photographs in this room, a variety of things that I've captured since visiting up here, some other old work as well. Come walk with me. Come take a look at our beautiful forest. If you've seen previous episodes, this used to be not quite as grown in since the summer months have really rolled in. Things really grow very quickly here. A lot of our forest is basically what you would consider pasture pine. It's pretty unmanaged. Hoping to change that soon. We did have our contractor roll through here with his bulldozer or some sort of device to help clear this out and get started with the path back there. As you can see, things have just sprouted right back up. This is going to be a long labor of love as far as forest management. I believe he got our trail going back kind of far now. It used to end like literally right here. Starting to head out that way. deserve the self-portrait you helped me paint, but here we are, and after all this time, it's dry and ready to frame. It's been 3,723 days. What happened today took more strength and mental fortitude than I've ever called upon, but I made you a promise to will it for you like you did so perfectly for me. I had no business getting you at 23, but every need for the support you'd bring me the minute I brought you home. You helped me locate the unwavering part of myself that I didn't know existed, rescued me from my loneliness and the harshest realities of adulthood. All when my life changed so radically, I didn't know if we'd make it. 9 homes, 5 cars, 2 businesses, 1 career of a lifetime, with barely a few dollars in our pocket. You went with me through every phase. This year had so many bigger than ever things we'd be preparing for, all while knowing full well that you'd never make it there for any of it. Agony doesn't even begin to describe the feeling, more like the actual shape of you being cut straight from me. As we readied for the silent shockwave from your departure, my child, my love, my sister, my angel, you fought so hard and shocked them. You were such a good soldier, forbidding even the final stages from this to tell you what to do at any minute. I lost a piece of my soul today as you took the biggest part of my heart away with you. I'll never forget who you were and who you helped me become. A complete enigma with a heart on 4 legs, you were the goodest girl. My running buddy, solo living companion, artistic muse, protector, and perfect reflection of everything I wanted. You leave behind the deepest cavity and truly set the bar beyond the typical good dog capacity. There were so many days where I swore you were actually human. If you ever truly knew Luna, you know what I'm talking about. Luna, you will always shine brighter than the moon. Here's to praying I always find your hair on my sleeves. I'll be seeing you, baby, over our tall pine trees. We'll be counting down the days until we can meet again, because angels can't fly down here, our beloved friend. Our Moon Bear, June 6, 2014 to June 27, 2025. Hug your dog.